Hey, we're excited again. Welcome to our podcast, A Little Piece of Heaven down here in Junction T at 7 at Ag City. And so we're so excited today. And again, these podcasts are just kind of getting you informed on all the things that's going on in Ag City and rural communities all over the country. And so just want you to fall in love with that rural community. And today, we got Jack Thomas here with us. And Jack, he kind of heads up all the hunting and fishing and things that's going on here at Ag City and all the lakes and the animals that you get to see. And so, Jack, how you how you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. I'm enjoying the facilities out here, and this is truly a slice of heaven.
Well, and again, just a little bit about you and your wife. We hooked up, met you a couple years ago, and just a little bit of history about how you ended up in Garden City or in this Ag City area, and how you enjoy it. And you came from a big city and a lot of places, and why you ended up settling in rural America.
Well, we decided we were living up in the city, and it was getting too crowded for us. And we kind of like being out in the country. My wife's got her master's degree in holistic medicine, so she grows a lot of herbs and a lot of vegetables. It's something she enjoys. And we just happened to be looking down in the area here because my oldest daughter and my oldest granddaughter and great granddaughter live down here. And
Wow,
we
that's
found
great.
we found a beautiful place just 5 minutes from here, and bought it. And one day the wife came up to me and she said, "We need some dirt for the greenhouse. I seen your sign out at the roadside, organic soil." So I stopped in, met with you. You brought me 4 yards of dirt. Great price, worked out well. And the following year she needed some more. So I came back up and visited with you again, and at that point in time, I had retired from 40 some years in the telecommunications industry, and let you know that I'd love to be able to enjoy the outdoors and the facilities and help out and be a part of Ag City.
Well,
And
you
you,
were talking about that time. Of course, what really kind of clicked with us and you is that your passion for young people, your passion for rural America, your passion for you just come out of the city and you found a little place out here where you and your wife really enjoyed, and so you were looking for some part-time opportunities, and you have some you actually have your badge or something that you've been a sheriff or something. Tell me a little bit about
well, I
that.
was actually with a certain police department on the volunteer police department for about 6 years, helping out with whatever was needing to be done at the city and things. I was certified, cleared, certified with the state of Missouri and the state of Kansas, and so that's allowed me a lot of opportunities. I'm certified in shotgun shooting sports, trap, sporting clays, five stand, and skeet.
Hmm.
And I spent quite a few years teaching Boy Scouts. Boy
Right.
Scouts hit 10 years old, and then they have to go for their shotgun merit badge. And that kind of got me into teaching the kids, enjoying the kids, because there's nothing more enjoyable than to work with these young kids, see them shoot and break their first blue rock. There's a glow about those kids that the sun couldn't dim.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I enjoyed it for at least the last 10 years until we relocated down here. And then you've given me an opportunity here to handle the fishing and the hunting, to offer facilities and places for people to come out and enjoy the country.
Well, that's of course, that's where we kind of clicked really well is that, we've had hunting going on and just sometimes it just gets very difficult. I got a lot of hunting stories. I let my preacher go hunting and another guy came. As long as people would go out and have a good time, because I really think game is not mine and it's there to share and it's the good Lord's game. And as long as you're, learning how to do it right, you shoot it, you kill it, you eat it, it's and we're not big trophy hunters, and that
No.
was kind of your take too. And so when they come out, it's an education. And here's fathers and sons, or fathers and uncles, or people that come out and they go fishing. We stay away from deer hunting just because it's a little more dangerous. And so all those things that you were, oh, I guess you were talking about just kind of hit my hot button, and that's how come, we have an opportunity to work together because your philosophy and our philosophy are at Ag City and getting young people educated on how to use a gun, how to butcher what they eat, and it's not just out here killing. There's a reason why you shoot an animal, and there's a right way to shoot an animal, and there's a reason for shooting that animal. So, environmentally and friendly, that's kind of what our gig is. It kind of fit. That just kind of fit you and your wife both had. It was a real nice visit when you came to look for maybe some of this employment and things to run this whole hunting thing.
I've enjoyed it, and as you said, the good Lord has blessed us immensely out here with this opportunity for young people to come out and enjoy the outdoors. I mean, fathers, daughters, kids that are just growing and you want to teach them how to fish. You offer great facilities out here for them to come enjoy, spend the day, bring a picnic lunch,
Hmm.
teach the children how to fish.
Hmm.
And we offer dove hunting, duck hunting, goose hunting out here. And that's another opportunity. If you have a daughter or a young son that's just learning and starting out to hunt, offer great facilities out here for them to come out and for them to teach the younger ones how to do it
Hmm. Hmm.
properly and how to enjoy it out here because it's an abundance out here.
Sure, and it's not, and I want to emphasize that we don't look at this as it's ours. It's the good Lord's product, and if somebody wants to come out and enjoy that and learn from it and bring their family out, that's kind of it. Well, Jack, we're gonna take a short break now. Is there anything else you want to say about how you got started, or you and your wife, or your greenhouse, or some of the things like that? So you've got a couple of enterprises going on, and she's keeping you pretty busy sometimes. And so you've seems like you've partnered up well with a wonderful lady.
43, coming up on 43 years with a
Hmm.
wonderful lady.
Hmm.
She grows and loves to grow vegetables. She loves to grow fruit. She loves to grow herbs and things. And she has her business set up in a greenhouse,
Hmm.
30 by 60 greenhouse, where she grows all of her herbs, all the vegetables and things starting in January. And then we plant them out in a 50 by 50 garden and we grow them and we share them. We share
Hmm.
them with the neighborhood. We
Hmm.
share them with the community centers. We share them with the
Sure.
neighbors, anybody that's in need. And she's been doing this for 43 years that I
Hmm.
know of
Hmm.
since I met her. And it's a great opportunity to share what God has given us in the yield that we get every year in that garden.
Sure. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a short break, Jack, and we'll be right back. So we'll be back in just a few minutes. Well, we're happy to have a little time in between Jack's presentation. It was nice to have Jack out here. He's a really nice guy. He moved in the community, and he's a pretty cool guy. And what we're trying to do here with all of our podcasts right now is to get all of our basic ingredients out there for you folks to take a look at. And then we'll have a lot of spin off of that. That's when our TikToks and other things will come. And then you can always look back and maybe get a feel on who these people are you're doing business with, or whatever's going on in the future. But we're pretty excited about, our whole group of folks here at Ag City, a little piece of heaven at Junction 10-7. And we're just about, I'd say a good 30 minutes, 35 minutes out of the South Kansas City on your way to the lake. So you can stop by here. And of course, the things, we have a lot of really cool things going on. We've got Nico Seeds. It's been an ag business for so many years. And we got Big Yield and all those folks at Big Yield. And they have a lot of really good products. And we got Johnny Ortiz with Ag Team, and they're here doing things. We have Still Meadows, and Steel Metals is really probably one of our really main focuses in this area because they do so many things. I mean, they do Airbnbs, they do a lot with food, and they do wedding receptions, and they do school reunions, and they just got a beautiful place to be able to do that stuff with. And of course, there's a lot of things. We got the brew bakers and the Amish buildings, and we're really trying to get something going with the Amish buildings. These tiny homes has got our attention, and we're trying to figure out ways that we can actually place a tiny home in the area. So if you're a young couple trying to get started and you want a nice area, safe area to live in, it's a great startup, and you actually own the tiny home and you can take it with you or sell it later. But so we got a real good program going there. And then if you're an elderly person just trying to downscale, I mean, you got a $500,000 home, and you don't need that big home anymore, and you want to go down to something small in a nice area where you got a lot of rural people to work with. We've got all those things. Of course, we got Cultivate. That's a really cool place. A lot of young people hang out there. Of course, some of the older folks hang out there too. But it's just kind of a little promotion here that we do. We got Kurzweil's Country Meats on the corner. We've got this little Dixie thing. It's kind of fun. It's a gentleman over there. He's probably up in my age group, but he has a lot of history. He's actually raised a big family. He's really great to talk to. He's full of information. And then one of the coolest things here on the corner is, the alpaca farm, Jaya. And man, I mean, that's something that everybody needs to come and see because they do a lot of things, education. Of course, they even have, I don't want to, whatever you want to call it, not manure. I guess you call it manure. Anyway, whatever it is, they package that up. It's supposed to be really good for your garden. And so there's just so many things that, you can see here. And we just want you to come down to Ag City, a little piece of heaven at Junction T and 7, and enjoy the community, enjoy the people. And if you want a place to live or something going on, we're going to try to figure out a way to help you out and move to the country, move to a rural environment. And up and down 7 Highway, clear to Clinton, Missouri, you've got a lot of different opportunities and a lot of small towns and, those costs. And it's just a friendlier place. So anyway, we better get back. This is a little bit long. We better get back and talk to Jack a little bit more about the second half and kind of what he's seeing is going to happen here, with his hunting and fishing and just working with young people. So thanks for joining us today. We're going to get back to our program. Well, we're back here with Jack Thomas, and Jack we're going to just talk a little bit we've talked a little bit about what we think, and so Jack's going to talk a little bit about where we see the opportunity to come out here and visit with his hunting program and visit with being tuned with nature and some of those cool things. So Jack, we were just talking during break a little bit on what you've got planned and what you think would be really enticing for young people and parents and somebody to come out and enjoy those things. And you kind of mentioned the different lakes, and some of them are a little more rugged,
Yeah.
and some of them are a little more, young people friendly.
Yeah, one of the lakes that we've got, the opportunity that has been set up out there is the ideal facilities for a family to come out, enjoy the day, bring a picnic, lunch. It's easy access for the kids so that they can fish and enjoy it and teach them how to fish and have a good time. Two of the other lakes are set up basically more for the avid hunter, and then the fourth lake is pretty rugged for an individual that really wants to
Mm-hmm.
tromp through the weeds
Sure,
to get
sure,
into and
sure.
enjoy it and fish with it. The other opportunities and things out here for with Ag City coming up is an opportunity for the kids and the adults from the city or wherever around the area to come out and learn more about what's on their table,
Mm-hmm.
how
Mm-hmm.
it gets to their table,
Mm-hmm.
what it takes to grow it, what
Mm-hmm.
it takes to plant it
Mm-hmm.
each and every year.
So you're not only just about the livestock that Mother Nature gave us to consume, but also you're going to kind of dip into a little bit of of course, your wife and the produce and the way that it's grown and how you can have healthy produce and healthy things. You've even talked a little bit about kind of some teaching opportunities, some seminars and some things where they can be educated. And, I don't know whether you and your wife going to team up on some of that or not, but, it's a perfect place to come and enjoy some of the educational things that Jack has been talking about. So there's some pretty cool things that we're looking at in the future. And again, I mean, this thing's just evolving, so we'll see how it goes.
The children nowadays are our future, and it's important that they know where their food comes from, how
Absolutely.
it starts, how it gets into the ground, how it grows, how it's cultivated, how it's taken care of, how it's harvested before it gets to the market and before it lands on their table. It's important that they know. It's something that is every child should know.
hmm hmm Well, and oddly enough, I'll just, you do help out Daphne Cook with this. And I noticed you've got one of her T-shirts, "Hemping Ain't Easy," and you do work with the a lot of the hemp stuff, the fiber and some of the things that was, makes mulch and chicken feed and all the cool things that's really good about that product. You do a little work with her on that USDA research piece, so you get your toe in that water just a little bit.
Yeah, that's another unique product that I don't think the public is aware of the many opportunities that you can use with hemp. Like you said, chicken feed, horse bedding.
Hmm.
I mean, there are so many different avenues for hemp, and I think it's just now finally coming out on the market to where people are becoming aware of it.
The infrastructure is starting to get here. I mean, we'll have different things throughout the year about hemp, and then of course, we're putting in the Ag City kind of tourism visitor center here, and a lot of that will feature a lot of the hemp products and other products that are natural and things that you can use. So a lot of that's going to be here on the corner also, where the place where you can do a little seminar with folks. There's a place you can do it. 8 or 10 people can get together and talk
Hmm.
about some of those things. I know that Jeannie and Still Meadows, they do their classes on how to cook and how to food this. So the whole thing just kind of really comes together, and it's just been really neat watching that happen. And really neat watching you and your wife kind of come along and I don't know, we talked a little bit, maybe as this thing grows and you get more product or however you want to represent it here, you might be a part of the Ag City, a lot of the Ag City people here also.
Well, that's the goal. My wife's putting together the business plan and trying to come together with what she thinks is going to be good products and good things to offer to the community and to people that come down and want to learn.
Well, she built the salve, and I tried that. It was really good. So, you might just tell just a little bit about her background. She's a pretty smart lady. You kind of married up, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, I married up. Yes, I did. I really married up. She has her master's degree in holistic medicines and things. And through the course of the years and things, she has made what we call a wound ointment, cuts and scrapes and things. Um, and you put it on, and it actually heals the layers of skin, so there's no scar tissues on it.
Sure.
She makes what a muscle pain that is, believe it or not, is pretty unique. I haven't
Hmm.
found anything else out on the market that works as good as it does.
Hmm.
But she's put in many, many years of research and time and effort. And for a long time there, she was growing her own herbs, and because she makes her own product.
Hmm.
I mean, she doesn't send it off to someplace else and have somebody else make it.
She puts her own her secret sauce together, so to speak,
Yes, she
and
does.
then puts it all together. Well, one of the things that we're hoping that works out really well. We would hope that we would be able to have it here at the Ag City Visitor Center, and so there'll be a lot of products, local products they can come by and pick up or go directly. I think you're working on some direct marketing opportunities too, so there'll be a lot of ways that people can actually access your material. We might want to maybe get your phone number up there now, and
Okay.
how to get a hold of you, Jack.
To get a hold of me to find out the different packages that we offer out here for the fishing and hunting with the seasons coming up on dove season, duck season, goose season, and still a lot of fishing left over. You can reach me by calling me at 913-620-9092, or you can text me. Now, busy, busy, busy all the time trying to keep up with things. So if first I don't answer you, do not be alarmed. I will eventually look at that phone and then I will get back with you immediately so that we can set up a time to meet and go over the rules and regulations and the different packages that we offer.
Yeah, and the one thing I might mention, Jack's been really good about, of course, a lot of things with our insurance, our liability, and all those things like that. There is a certain process or things that we have to go through, to make sure that when you're out here, it's safe, and when you're out here, you're covered with insurance and things that if something would and we've never had anything happen. But if something would happen, we really are concerned about more than anything your safety, your health, your family when you're out here visiting Ag City and anything that Jack is working with.
Exactly.
So I guess we'll just kind of wrap this thing up. Jack, is there anything you would like, the folks to know that we haven't shared with them that you can think of right away?
Only thing I can think of is hemping ain't easy.
and and neither is putting a worm on a hook, right?
Exactly.
All right, thanks everybody, and
Thank
I
you.
hope you enjoy our podcast. It was really special to have Jack with us today and share a lot of things that's going on here at Ag City, a little piece of heaven down here on Junction T and 7, just about 4 miles from Harrisonville on the beautiful drive to Clinton, Missouri, where there's lots of agriculture and lots of rural communities that would just love to see you stop by and say hi and spend a little of your money and help these communities survive and thrive. So thanks again. We'll see you on the turnaround.
Thank you, and God bless.